I wanted to make a video spreading the good word of Jynx, so here's a battle that shows her off. I see my opponent has Whimsicott and Landorus, so I know right off the rip that Jynx is going to be good, on top of the fact that she's faster than Dialga, so I can probably put that one to sleep. I bring my Urshifu Rapid Strike for the chance to hit a close combat on that Dialga, or the opposing Urshifu, assuming it's the more popular Dark-type form. I round out my lineup with Zapdos, since the Assault Vest should let me handle their special attackers, and my support Latios, in the event that I get to set up screens in the late game. My opponent leads with Dialga and Spectrier, the latter specifically threatening to smack Jynx with either a Shadow Ball or burn Urshifu. I assume the Dialga wants to Dynamax, so I don't even fake out first turn and instead go right for the Lovely Kiss because I don't want to deal with that, and Surging Strikes on the Spectrier just to get some damage. I don't close combat Dialga because I figure that it's holding a weakness policy, and if I get burned, that attack is not going to do much anyway. They do in fact Dynamax the Dialga, and Urshifu gets burned from Spectrier's Will-O-Wisp, so I'm glad I didn't go for what would have been a useless close combat on the Dialga. Jynx lands the Lovely Kiss on Dialga though, so luckily I avoid what would have been a max Steel Spike to bring Jynx to her Focus Sash. I figure Spectrier is looking to get Jynx out of here at this point, so I double target with Ice Beam from Jynx and Aqua Jet from Urshifu just to make sure I get the attack off in case Dialga wakes up early. They actually end up going for a Bulldoze to proc Dialga's weakness policy. Luckily, we do end up taking out Spectrier, and Dialga stays asleep for this turn. They end up bringing out their own Urshifu, so I'm gonna have to swap Jynx if I want her to stick around. I end up putting Latios in her place, despite the fact that a Wicked Blow is definitely coming from that Urshifu. I just know that Jynx and Zapdos are gonna be the offense I need if I want to win this battle. I do get the call on Wicked Blow correct, and unfortunately watch my Latios get absolutely obliterated. My own Urshifu still manages to get a huge hit on their Urshifu despite the burn, and Dialga lands the only move of the game that he's going to land to take out my other Pokemon. And this is where Jynx really starts to show her potential. Zapdos and Jynx hit the field here, and I don't know what Pokemon is in the back on my opponent's squad, so I just go for the max Airstream with Zapdos to stay fast, and not put on a secondary effect to harm Jynx, since Electric Terrain would prevent sleep, and Sun would hurt her dry skin. My opponent actually switches their Urshifu out for Landorus, I assume predicting the max Lightning, but it gets hit for under half its health, while Jynx lands a Fake Out on Dialga for the flinch. After a lot of mental debate, I figure my opponent has picked up on Jynx's destructive potential, so she's gotta protect while Zapdos hits the Landorus with another Airstream. We don't pick up the KO there, but clearly my opponent has their priorities in order, because even though they're staring down a giant Zapdos, they try to double target the Jynx, and both attacks land on her Protect. Zapdos finally takes Landorus out, and Jynx is still around making sure that Dialga doesn't get to do anything with another Lovely Kiss, because once again, I don't want to deal with that. My opponent brings their Urshifu back out, and my Dynamax is over. I gotta go for a Heat Wave here to chip Dialga and take out Urshifu at the same time, and now I see why they swapped their Urshifu when Sucker Punch almost takes out my Zapdos. Jynx lands the Ice Beam on Dialga, and we both know the battle is over when Dialga stays asleep. If anybody wants to try out the team, here's the rental code. I'll also leave this code in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and leave a comment if you want to see more Pokemon battles in the future. Have a great day, and we'll see you again soon.